everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, we've got two middle linebackers who will be looking to lead their defenses to victory. It's Wagner's Seahawks going up against Bowman's 49ers. Forget about the drought. The rain is coming down hard at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara as we bring in our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Guys.
Larry, I'm not sure it'll solve the California drought problems, but it's coming down in buckets right now as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their new signal caller for 2017 in his 9th year now. It's Brian Hoyer.
Playing a very run-heavy offense at Michigan State. Really wasn't allowed to be a featured passer, but really worked hard in the NFL. Undrafted as a free agent, found his way in the league, and continued to get better and better. A 16-15 career record as a starter heading into 2017.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. Space to maneuver at the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run. Able to pick up something there, being physical running the football. But I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being revitalized.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They run again with Hyde on first. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. They'll go play action with Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now the rookie from Utah, this is Joe Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And his 3rd year on is the punter Bradley Pinion to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Now he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Hoyer. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
General consensus that Brian Hoyer was acquired by San Francisco to be a one-year solution at quarterback. I know Brian. He looks at it as a long-term solution.
He wants to complete passes like that and say, I'm no stopgap. I'm here to stay, right? Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, a run with Hyde. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Hyde. Pretty move. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cliff Averill able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Hoyer. And that'll be incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Hoyer. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Mike Bennett able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. Jeremy Curley is deep to return for the 49ers. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now Carlos Hyde gears up to take the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They start the drive with Hyde, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down, this is Rawls. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go again with Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
And as we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
They go play action here on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Hoyer going to hand it off to Hyde. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Aldrick Robinson, 50 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. They've been faced with a tough test today here Crowd's been really good. They're struggling. He's struggling. We'll see if they can pick things up.
And the crowd has had an impact, and they feel good about that because he's not playing very well, not getting the ball to the right places, not doing the things he normally does. He's got to find a way to turn it around against this hostile group.
Yeah, because on the road, don't you look to your quarterback a lot?
You have to, because you certainly can't look to the crowd to help you. They're there to be against you, so your quarterback has to lead you. And the best way he can do it is to play well.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
And he slides to avoid the hit. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Wilson on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. And that is incomplete here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got Curse. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Wilson drops it underneath for Rawls. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on second down. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And that makes it 14-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop the throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. There he goes again. A second spin. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The 49ers are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Seahawks have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Offense out now after the fumble. Wilson's going to stay up the middle. And a quick three-play drive ends with a score. The Seahawks go up by 4. 49ers have it late in the second. Robinson's got nobody around him on the deep pass. Staying late in the second. And it leads to a touchdown. 49ers up by a field goal. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, Wilson. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Holding offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They find some open field here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And now a first down following that long gain. Wilson to give to Rawls. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete. It's Rawls. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now Hoyer. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Atama Rubin breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Hoyer. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. This is taken around the 12. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on first down. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Here's John Ryan now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Look at this spin.
Balance.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Hoyer. And McDonald here over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run. As we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Fresh set of downs here. A 10th carry for Hyde. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, here's Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The afternoon continues for Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm.
Gets to him, and they bring him down. Atama Rubin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the here and brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here's Bradley Pena now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 1st down. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now a toss. This is Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Running left. Here's Hyde. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Carlos Hyde scampering home from 19 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Give, going left is Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Rawls, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Wilson on 1st down. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Carry for Thomas Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They give it to Rawls. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong, you don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to find Curley. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock.
The Niners on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Offensively, they're trying to rush to the line as Hoyer urges him to get set. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.